Before you think about getting rich, pause for a moment and ask yourself this. If you suddenly doubled your income today, would your life truly change? Or would you just spend twice as much and end up in the same place next year? Most people don't have a money problem, they have a management problem. The truth is, wealth doesn't begin in your bank account, it begins in your mindset. The people who rise to the top financially are not always the smartest, but they are the most disciplined, the most patient, and the most intentional with every decision they make. This is not another talk about getting rich quick. This is a conversation about learning how the top 1% think and protect their wealth when everyone else is chasing illusions. It's about understanding the principles that create real financial freedom, the kind that doesn't disappear when the market shifts or when your job changes. You're about to learn how to make your money work for you, how to stop sabotaging your progress, and how to build a future where money becomes your servant, not your master. If you've ever felt stuck, working hard but seeing no real progress, this message is for you. Because the truth is, financial success is not reserved for the lucky few. It belongs to anyone willing to build habits, discipline, and a clear sense of purpose. The difference between those who struggle forever and those who rise is not found in luck or timing. It's found in the choices you make every single day. So as you listen to this, stay with me until the very end. Each idea in this speech is a building block, one that can shift the way you see money, time, and opportunity. What you're about to hear can change not only how you manage your finances, but how you manage your life. Let this be the moment where you stop living by chance and start living by design. Your financial freedom doesn't start someday. It starts right now, with the decisions you make today. Build a discipline before you build wealth, because without discipline, no amount of income can make you financially secure. Many people believe that if they earn more, their money problems will disappear, but that is rarely true. The truth is, if you cannot manage a small income wisely, you will lose control when the numbers get bigger. Discipline is not something that appears after wealth. It is the foundation that creates wealth. It starts in the small choices you make every day, in the way you handle a single dollar, and in the decisions you make when no one is watching. It is about understanding that money is not just a tool to spend, but a test of self-control. People who reach financial freedom often started by mastering simple habits long before success came their way. They learned to delay gratification, to separate needs from wants, and to say no to momentary pleasures for long-term rewards. They treated money as a seed, not a trophy. They didn't chase every shiny thing that promised quick satisfaction. Instead, they built systems, automatic savings, controlled spending, consistent investments, and protected them from emotional decisions. The 1% are not just rich in money, they are rich in patience, self-awareness, and discipline. When you build discipline early, you train your mind to value future peace over present pleasure. You learn to resist the temptation to buy what you don't need just to impress people who don't care. You begin to see that every impulsive purchase steals a bit of your future comfort. Discipline forces you to ask the hard questions before spending. Do I need this? Will this purchase make me more capable or just more comfortable? Does it add value to my life or distract me from my goals? When you start thinking like this, you naturally begin to spend wisely and save intentionally. Building discipline also means tracking your behavior, not just your balance. You start noticing patterns, how emotions control your wallet, how stress drives unnecessary spending, how convenience leads to waste. You correct those patterns early so they never turn into habits that drain your future wealth. Discipline means creating boundaries that protect you from yourself. Because most financial problems are not caused by lack of income, but by lack of restraint. It's not about deprivation, it's about direction. You are giving your money a purpose rather than letting it control you. Those who live without financial discipline keep repeating the same cycle. Earn, spend, regret, repeat. But those who live with discipline build confidence. Every time they choose to save instead of spend, they prove to themselves that they are in control. Every time they resist instant pleasure, they strengthen their future stability. Eventually, They stop chasing money and start mastering it. That is how real wealth begins. Not with luck, not with inheritance, but with self-discipline practiced daily until it becomes second nature. Treat every dollar as an employee, because each one has the power to work, grow, and bring back more of its kind if you manage it wisely. The people who rise to financial freedom understand that money should not sit idle. It should have a purpose and a job. When you earn, that is the beginning, not the end. The moment money enters your hand, you must decide whether it will work for you or whether you will waste its potential. The difference between those who build lasting wealth and those who lose it lies in how they direct each dollar that comes their way. Think of your money as a team. Every dollar is like a worker you send out into the world to bring back more income. When you invest, you are giving those employees a task to find opportunity, to multiply, and to build a system that continues to grow without your constant effort. The wealthy do not just earn through labor, they earn through leverage. Their money works even when they sleep because they put it in motion, in businesses, in stocks, in assets that grow and produce value over time. When you understand this mindset, you stop treating money like something to be spent and start treating it like a partner that can create freedom. People who struggle financially often make their money work only once, at the moment of earning. They trade time for money, spend it, and then start again from zero. But those who understand the power of each dollar make it work continuously. They assign it to investments, to learning, to building systems that expand their financial reach. Even small amounts, when given purpose, can change your future. The act of saving is not about hoarding. It is about preparation. It gives you options when opportunities appear. It keeps you ready when others are desperate. When you treat your money like employees, you also learn responsibility. A careless employer loses workers. A careless spender loses wealth. You have to manage your finances like a business. That means tracking where your money goes, cutting unnecessary costs, and reinvesting the profits. You begin to think strategically, asking which employee is giving you the best return and which one is being wasted. Over time, this habit creates a structure where your money builds more money and your efforts compound. This mindset requires patience and consistency. You may not see results in the first few months, but as your financial employees multiply and work smartly, the results will become visible. You will begin to feel less pressure to chase money because your money will start working for you. You will notice that opportunities find you more easily when you are prepared. The discipline of assigning every dollar a purpose teaches you control, focus, and long-term vision. It reminds you that financial success is not built on how much you earn, but on how wisely you make your money work. Avoid lifestyle inflation, because it is one of the quietest ways people destroy their chance at financial freedom. Most people believe that as their income rises, their lifestyle should rise with it. They move to bigger homes, drive newer cars, and start spending to match their new level of earnings. But this constant chase for more comfort and status traps them in an endless cycle where no amount of money ever feels enough. The people who stay rich and those who become part of the 1% resist this trap. They understand that wealth is not built by showing it, but by protecting and growing it quietly behind the scenes. When your income grows, it is tempting to reward yourself. You worked hard, you earned more, and it feels natural to upgrade your life. But real financial maturity is shown not when you get a raise, but in what you do after getting it. The ones who stay financially strong do not rush to spend more. They keep their living costs stable while their savings and investments rise. This difference creates a gap, a financial cushion, that gives them security, freedom,